Hello. Are you into PC builds? Are you into or interested in watching someone build a PC? Better yet, are you into watching an old man fumble his way through and hopefully not destroy anything? If so, you are in the right place. As you can see beside me, I just got all my computer parts laid out. This is not an expensive build. I'm not an expert. Big disclaimer there. It's just going to be me and my assistant here. And truth be told, I haven't done a computer build for 5 or 6 years. And that one 5 or 6 years ago didn't go super smooth. This is not a top of the line gaming PC. My hardcore gaming days are a bit behind me now. This is about a middle of the road, I would say, PC build. I'll put the specs up. I'll do a little screenshot here for you. And I believe I spent just over $1,100. Real quickly, I'll go over the parts I'm using. I think I have everything I need, I hope. We'll see. Find out. Corsair 4000D Airflow mid-tower PC case. We've got the Asus GeForce RTX 4060. Motherboard, not super important, but it is the MSI B760 Gaming Plus Wi-Fi. It's an Intel board. Processor is Intel i7 12700. 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance DDR5 RAM, a Samsung 1TB SSD. In my previous two builds, I was more active in gaming at the time, and I did liquid cooled. Didn't feel like it was necessary on this build. I was trying to be economical, so I just got whatever this thing is. Finally, and Cooler Master 850 watt power supply. I think that's everything. All right, so that's the parts and the specs. Let's let's go ahead and get started. I want to start by unboxing this case, opening that up, grab some tools that I'll need. Before we do that, let's clear all this stuff out of the way. While I'm doing that, quick disclaimer, I'm not an expert. This is not a how-to. I'm just a simpleton trying to put a computer together. My cable management is horrendous. I'm probably going to make mistakes. Feel free to shred me in the comments if you want. That's fine. I just want to put that out there before people get really uptight. All right, that's much better. Let's take this guy out. Come on now. There we go. There we go. This is a pretty nice looking case. Pretty simple. Plexiglass sidewall there. Instruction booklet. I'm sure I'll read all of this. Pretty basic. Oh, that's nice. Magnetic vent. Oh, that's really nice. Don't spill drinks or drop heavy weights on this. Good to know. Unscrew these guys. Pop this side off. Let's see, it says push out. Oh, interesting. You always used to have to pull back. With this one, you just push. And there we go. We'll set this aside. Push. Good cable management right off the bat. I'll be sure to screw that up. Oh, nice. Look at that. It's got a little removable tray or removable vent right under the intake, the air intake, so you can clean the dust off. That's really great. You can tell I haven't built a computer for a while because these features are all new to me. All right, so first order of business is we are going to get the power supply in there. And some screws. Now the problem I'm seeing is I have all my power inputs kind of buried back here, which is going to be kind of a pain to get to. So I don't know if I should have done that yet. I probably should have put the motherboard in first. That, my friends, is foreshadowing, or maybe realization that I don't know what I'm doing. I definitely should not have put the power supply in first. And further, I should have definitely put the cords into the power supply first before seating it in the case. And also, I definitely should not put the motherboard in first. So we're gonna let this numbskull keep going forward with what he's doing. But what you should do is set the motherboard on a firm surface, put the processor in, and put the RAM in. Then you can put it in the case. So we're gonna watch me struggle through a little more. All right, well, pop this out. It's really strange. There we go. We took the power supply out. I'm gonna start with the motherboard. We know we need the ports in this little window here. Set this in place. We got Wi-Fi antennas. I don't know. I don't know what to do with those. We got a little SATA cable here and the faceplate. I should put the faceplate in first. There we go. Okay, cool. Now the screw holes are somewhat lined up. Now I have to figure out where the screws are. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 8 screws we got to put in? Oh, 9. Let's open up the CPU. All right, there we go. I probably should have installed this before I popped the motherboard in. That would have been a little easier, but hey, I'm rusty. It'll be fine. We're going to push down on this little bracket and out. Do you leave that on? This isn't super obvious, but if you can see right here, there's the little arrow, which I think signifies the corner arrow. That matches up right here, goes there. There we go. I think that's in. And then we just want to reseat it. There we go, nice and snug. Next we have the SSD, 1 terabyte. I've never installed this style before. This will be a learning experience. Tiny little guy. I think you need to screw this down, actually. Whoop. Okay, I can't get that standoff in any of these holes, So I think there's another M2 slot under here, which I'm thoroughly confused. I could be totally wrong here, but we're gonna check. You gotta peel this off. This must be some sort of thermal protection. We'll set that aside here. Oh, there we go. Okay. There, that sat nice that time. And then now, oh shoot, we're supposed to unscrew that first. Okay. Try again. We're learning. There we go. Okay. Good to go. I'm sure so many people are laughing at me right now. Pop this plate back on, or this heat sink. See if that screws in. I have this wire for the case fan here, and one right here for this fan here. I'm going to plug those in, I think, over here, or sorry, here. And then we're going to plug in, flip this around, and plug in the jumpers and all the case. We're going to hook up all the case wires. Untether these case fan cords. I'm just going to feed them through the back. That's a 3-pin. Yeah, my case has 4-pin system fan connectors. While the fans had 3-pin, that's fine. There's a little adapter. Apparently that 4th pin is for fan speed, which I guess I'm not too worried about. Now let's hook up the case wires. Are already managed pretty nicely here, and there's a little lip right under. I'm going to feed them through. Otherwise, I can go under as well. We're going to go under. I'm going to try going under here. Oh, the jumpers are right here. This might be okay. I'll try this out. I'll report back. Get you up. I have plugged in the case cables, USBs, jumpers. Hopefully I have those right. I only had 6 pins to connect. Oh, and then the audio down here. There's no hard disk drive LED coming out of the case cables, so I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. And then we have the case fans plugged in here and here. And I kind of manage the cables. I got all my cords I think I'll need hooked up to the power supply. I have my 18-pin, 10-pin CPU, and then I have my PCI Express right here, and I know I need one old school hard drive, which is going to be for my Plex server. I'm going to try to feed this through. I just realized this audio cable is going to be in the way, so I actually need to feed it through under here. Okay, now that's out of the way. We'll screw this guy into place. Now I got to figure out how to route this mess of cords. As promised, my cable management is garbage, but I have a disk drive that I want to put in here, at least temporarily, and old-timey hard drive that I'll use as mass storage for my Plex server. And then here's the PCI Express for my graphics card. I also had to dig out a couple SATA cables for the old-timey hard drive and the disk drive. I'm going to plug them in quick. For the RAM, we want to use the A2, which is this second slot from the CPU, and B2, which is the 4th slot. Push them down until you hear the tabs pop. There we go. Graphics card time. So one thing I want to note, Amazon, I peeled the shipping label off. They shipped it like this, just slapped the label on it. I was a little unnerved by that, but what can you do? So anyways, this is the GeForce RTX 4060. We're gonna pop this guy in. There it is. Pretty large. We'll get this installed quick. We're gonna have to pop out the second and third little input doors here before we can cram this in there. All right, those are removed. There's actually a tab on here. This port here. I think that's properly seated. Let's secure it here. They're fine. Wow, they're skinny. It's all just HDMIs, and then the rest is like exhaust, basically. We need to pop our PCI Express power in here. So here's our PCI Express. I don't know how much space we'll need here. We're gonna come in, if you can see my finger poking out, we're gonna come in through here. Okay, I managed to feed them through. Pop that like that. Good. Okay. Good to go here. All right, so on the underside, I have this little plastic piece to screw into setting here, but I don't know how to keep it on there because I'd like to flip this side down when I, put the thermal paste on the CPU and screw this into it. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to capture on camera what I'm doing. But then to prep this, I have two of these brackets, and I need to screw them into place like this and over here. So I'll do that real quick. Slide this into place. I want to hold the back so it doesn't pop off. Okay, that was not easy. There's probably a really easy way to do that. I couldn't figure it out, so I had to lay something down to put pressure on that bracket on the back side while I screwed it on from on top. Whew, I'm actually sweating from that. Now we gotta put the fan on. So we got the fan here. There's these brackets. There's 4 of them. Hopefully I don't need 4. Feed these clips through. So I got them both installed, maybe not correctly, like that. It seems secure. And then we got to plug it in. Thing is, I should be getting lights. Yeah, okay. Okay, we've learned that using the disk drive to load Windows 7 and upgrade from there was a terrible idea. The hardware didn't even seem to understand what the heck it was. So we got Windows 10 loaded on this guy. So I just need to boot this up, go into the BIOS, change the boot order to USB, and get an install. All right, Windows 10 is installed. We're just installing some drivers, and we will restart and upgrade to Windows 11. Going good. All right, we did it. It was there was a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of missteps and startovers, but we did manage to successfully build the new computer. We got Windows 11 installed. Well, that was so easy, and I did so good. And I'm sure you learned a ton watching me put this PC together. Now I want to see how this thing performs. So I've got all the graphics turned way up on the highest settings, essentially, in Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's take a look and see how it plays. Let's check it out.
You up ahead. Who's there? Micah.
Gentlemen,
Found anything?
I think so. Found a little homestead down that way.
Okay. Anyone home?
That about does it. I think this looks pretty great and is performing really well. I mean, from what I can tell. I haven't installed any benchmarks or anything, but thank you so much for watching. If you were even mildly entertained or you want to check out any of the other nonsense that I do on this channel, please hit like, subscribe, definitely comment, make fun of me if you want for all the things I did wrong in this video. That's fine. I understand. All right, signing out.